Good morning all. Now, as you all know, I get a lot of communications with all sorts of folks, and it never ceases to amaze me the preconceived ideas people have of me. Master, friend, guru, IT specialist, me, miracle healer, psychic, mystic, prophet, financial whiz, job advisor, fraud, money grabber, devil's disciple, saint, sinner, and all the rest rolled into one. Well, I like to think I'm a well-balanced person, but what does that actually mean? Well, if I'm so well balanced, then by definition, I must be a bit of both. Don't poke me with a big stick and expect a polite reply, for the measure of my rudeness is also in my politeness. I'm a well-balanced person after all, and so are you too. My confidence is a measure of my shyness. My insight is the measure of my unawareness. My verbosity is the measure of my silence. My clarity is the measure of my blindness. My deep wisdom is the measure of my dumbness. So don't be surprised when you see these things in yourself. I've met so many sickly sweet people who spit anger at you and are then surprised by their actions and the response they get. A well-balanced person doesn't suppress their anger in favour of only one sort of behaviour. A truly loving person has a deep capacity for hate, but embraces and acknowledges that wonderful gift to distinguish what they don't like and won't accept in their lives with passion. I can only encourage you to be the most well-balanced you can possibly be. The wisest dimwit in town. The loudest silent person in the room. The proudest, giftedest, confidentest miracle worker who gets depressed by their shyness. The most generous pauper, the saddest clown, the samurai who wouldn't hurt a fly. Once you acknowledge these parts of you, you become an empath with others. Once you acknowledge these parts in you, you become a whole, delightful, interesting, well-balanced person. Once you acknowledge these parts in you, you've no problem in choosing which aspect of yourself you simply choose to demonstrate. I love my anger. They don't call me Spitfire Winnie for nothing. The same as I love my gentleness. So come on, folks, let's get real. Embrace all of your diverse, interesting, passionate traits and keep us all on our toes. Then demonstrate your favourite bits with pleasure. A daily Chikara-Reiki-Do session will open you up to your own divine love and wisdom. A daily Chikara-Reiki-Do session will open you up to your own love, light and laughter and sense of fun and adventures. Chikara-Reiki-Do for a balanced you. Perfect. Have a powerful Chikara-Reiki-Do weekend.